Hey guys, we're back with part 2 of our December pickup video. You saw the first half hopefully, and that was most of our game, like direct game stuff, but there's game related stuff that we're continuing here. So we're gonna let Megan start, but you'll notice like we're wearing different stuff. It's because there was a problem with the camera, and we had to redo the end of the video anyway.
Or we're like rock stars, and you know how
we go
they
backstage
have to change
and,
like you know several times during a show. Maybe that's it. I don't know, but
that's what we are.
yeah, we decided to change it up a little bit.
So we're gonna get things started, and stay tuned for part 2. Okay, so we got just some random other games that we want to show off. More presents and a couple pawn shop finds and stuff. So, first of all, Megan got me these two for Christmas. One is a game that I wanted for a while just because it seems like a technical showpiece for the system. Might not be the greatest game. It's certainly not a franchise people haven't heard of because you'll definitely recognize the name, but it's the Game Boy Color version of Alone in the Dark: The New Nightmare. And what's interesting about it is it has Resident Evil and Alone in the Dark, the original Alone in the Dark style, like camera angles, but it's on Game Boy Color. So limited color palette, but from the pictures I've seen online and stuff, it's like, wow, it seems pretty neat that the Game Boy can pull that off. So I've wanted it for a while. It was on my wish list online on this one site we use to track our games, and Megan looked on it and was like, and she got me a copy of it. So I can't wait to try that out. And then another one, I had this game, you'll actually remember from probably our last month's pickup video, I found the game itself, but Megan got me it complete and pretty much mint other than some goo gun removable sticker on the front, and that is Iridium 3D, another awesome shooter that I talked about last month, and it's another technical showpiece for a system because it was one of the early, if not launch, Game Boy Advance games, and it looks really awesome graphically. So it's such good quality. It's got every insert. The game in this one even has like the plastic on it and stuff. So it was really cool that she got this for me. So really happy to find that one. And then this was a great find at a pawn shop, wicked cheap. And I know a lot of people love this game. And that is Legend of Dragoon for PlayStation 1. Great RPG. I played a demo back in the day, and I remember the graphics and sound and everything were phenomenal. Can't wait to dive into it and actually get into the story and stuff, because I know it's got a huge following online. People are like, oh, bring it back, Sony. It was unique because it was a Sony made RPG, just Sony's internal studio made it back in the day, so really cool. And then I had this game already, but local store around here, Micro Game, was nice enough to sell me the box and instructions so I can now have it complete. And it's one of my favorite games by the company Treasure, and that's Mischief Makers, a great little 2D platformer on the N64, which is rare because N64 was all about revolutionizing the industry with 3D games, but it was a 2D game and it plays really fun, it's addicting, it's got the quirkiness of a Treasure game. Really glad to have that complete now. And then life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. So Megan got me Ducktales Remastered, the physical version, because they released the physical copy instead of the download only one, which I always prefer physical. So glad to have it. I love it. I've played everything except I'm stuck on the last level. I just have to basically do the last section of the game, but I died and it put me back to the beginning of the level, and I was like, oh. So I just gotta finish that. Great game. It's so good that it made me want to watch the cartoon again. And then my mom was nice enough to get the first season for $10 at Walmart for me. We've been watching it. So thanks, Mom. But great game. I don't see why people complain a lot, because if you like the old original NES game and you like the old show, it merges the two perfectly. The story sequences were skippable, so it wasn't like you had to watch them.
I think
but
it's
they
a really
added
good remake. I've seen the original. I probably think I played a little bit.
Oh yeah, we had the original for NES, but it plays exactly the same, just in 3D graphics.
Revamped up.
Little tweaks here and there to make it actually play even tighter and better. And they got most of the voice actors from the cartoon, so it's unbelievable. It's like you're playing the cartoon. It's awesome. So love that one. So one last time, DuckTales Wii U.
Oh, I got a couple phenomenal Wii titles. Now, I got the DS version of this.
Yeah, you'll probably remember from a couple of months back.
Yes. Ivy the Kiwi? You gotta say it like that.
Question mark.
Little question mark. I I got the Wii version of this just because I really liked it, and this was super cheap, and it's so cute, so I figured why not. I love it so much.
And I will make a note, another company, not just Atlas, and we've mentioned this before, is Xseed. They bring over a lot of unique, quirky games, and like Atlas, they're sometimes really good.
We're also responsible for Killer's Dead.
I think I might even have had one in one of my stacks too, so but I won't go back through. But yes, really good.
I'm digging them. Yeah, and this game I really liked. This game I sort of forgot about, and I came across it, and then Nate picked up that I wanted it.
So I got it for
one of my
Christmas.
Christmas presents. Looks like a really cool little platformer. Lost in Shadow for the Wii, yes. And it pretty much it just looks like you're this little shadow.
Yeah, you don't play that guy directly. You play like
shadow,
projected shadow, and the levels are on shadow.
There's a game that came out recently.
For PS4, it's I can't remember the name of it, but Contrast. Yes, that does the same kind of thing.
Yeah,
it looked really cool. So this was a couple years ago though. So
this came out a couple years ago, and I've been eyeballing it here and there. So very happy to get this and have it in my collection. Looks so magical.
Yeah, it looks like Oz.
I was gonna say, it's like the Emerald City in the background.
Yeah, it's got like a very Oz, like, not the prison, but the Wizard of Oz style background and stuff, so looks really cool so far. I can't wait to try that one out.
Last Christmas present, well, probably not the last Christmas present, but one of many great Christmas presents is Kirby Return to Dreamland.
Yes.
And if any of you know me, I absolutely love Kirby. He's so cute, and he's pink.
Yeah, we have a really good Kirby collection going so far.
Yeah,
but
and
this one was one that never went down in price, and finally.
Yeah, I love Nintendo, but you really gotta bring some of your prices down sooner. But no, I was very happy to finally obtain this, and I love Kirby, so it feels wrong not to have this in my collection.
It was a Christmas present, but she knew about it because I saw it right there, and
it was like dirt cheap.
It was so cheap. I'm like, you gotta get it for her.
So
we were gonna find it. So
I'm very happy. So yay! Now have this in my Wii collection.
Okay, so we lastly, game-wise, we have a couple extras that we want to show off, but the last games we're gonna show are NES games because we've been really kind of collecting a lot more NES games since last month, since Megan got like a really NES Supercharge.
Boner.
So yeah, boner. Yeah, she said it. But so just gonna go through a couple that we got. First one is Robo Warrior, which Megan got at the pawn shop real cheap, and tried it out because when I looked it up, I'm like, it looks kind of like Bomberman in a way, and it kind of is like Bomberman. With some tweaks, and then find out that it actually has some of the people that worked on Bomberman made it, or it's a spin-off of Bomberman, something like that I looked up. And it's, for some reason, like your life ticks away or something. I mean, I don't have the book, so I don't really know, but played a little bit of it and liked it, but I gotta learn a little bit more. But it has really cool graphics and music, so got that one. Really good condition. Quality, is amazing. It's actually of classic Shadowgate for NES. It's got the manual, had the slipcover, and we played a little bit of it, and I forgot how similar Deja Vu is to this, only in a modern, like noir setting instead of a fantasy setting. But great point-and-click adventure game. Glad to finally have it, and it's in great quality. We got it at the flea market, I believe. So really good game there. And then I mentioned earlier when I got Ninja Gaiden Sigma for PlayStation, one of the reasons I wanted to play the PS3 version, I wanted it for a while, but we finally got at the pawn shop the original Ninja Gaiden, and it was in really good quality, and I finally, I'm like, I'm going to sit down and play the original Ninja Gaiden because I never had other than renting it back in the day. And it is hard, just as hard as they said, but I was sick a couple weekends ago, and I was playing this, and I got to the last boss, even in my sick quality. I beat through all the levels, got through all the hard jumps, and the birds attack you everywhere in this game. Oh my god. I want to make a Photoshop of like the Birds movie poster from Alfred Hitchcock with like Ryu Hayabusa on the cover. So, but otherwise, I mean, just such a good, I remember now why this is revered as a classic. Such a good game. But I'll admit, I died in the last boss, and it put me back 3 sections of the level, to beginning, I think it's like 6 levels, and I beat the last boss, or got to the last boss, died, and it brought me back to 6-1, and that's like one of the hardest parts of the game, and I was like, oh, screw this. So I know, gamer cred, I was like, I can't play this right now, and I was sick, but I made it that far while I was sick. Well, Megan got me a points card for my 3DS for Christmas, and so I downloaded the Virtual Console 3DS version of this very game, so I was playing it on the go, and yes, it's technically not the actual way to beat it, but I used a quick save, so I didn't start all over and get frustrated because I just don't have the patience I used to have. And I did beat the game, but I will say I probably never would have beaten this game without that quick save because it is so brutal. There's 3 last bosses, and they're all hard. First one's not was the easiest of them, but the second one was like, ugh, and then the third one I didn't have too much trouble on. So, but great game. I can see why it's so revered. It's just so well made and addicting. So, I had to talk a little bit about that one because I mentioned the other Ninja Gaiden earlier. And then a couple more I'll go over real quick. The Guardian Legend, which is, I know, a classic to a lot of people, and Megan and I have wanted to get it for a while, so Megan found this online and we got that one. I got the first 2 Double Dragon games for NES with their manuals, so great beat 'em ups, love them, they're classic. And the second one is 2-player. I don't think the first one is, but the second one is, and
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we were playing a little bit like, yes, this is so great. I love beat 'em ups. And then speaking of beat 'em ups, finally own Turtles 2, the arcade game, classic NES game. I had the Xbox Live Arcade version of it. Of the actual arcade game, but it's nice to have the NES version too because it was a really good port back in the day. And I mean, in some ways I kind of like it better. Plus, if you don't have the arcade game that was on Xbox Live, they took it away, so you can't download it anymore because, you know, digital games, they're here forever or not. But anyway, that's another conversation I could have about digital versus physical games. But anyway, I got the physical version for NES, and we played a lot of that. It was really fun. So that's half of our NES pickups in the month.
The other half are some of the ones that I picked up. This particular game, I know there's a bazillion versions of it, but this is like one of the origins of it.
Yeah, one of the original ones.
Yeah, and a lot of like PopCap inspired games were from this, as well as
mini games in BioShock 1.
Yes, good point. Pipe Dream. It is really fun. You have like water going through like your little pipe, and you have to like connect them and get the water through, you know, or keep making the pipes and get until
water
water
to
gets
the
through.
end.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm trying to think how to word it because you don't want like the water to.
Yeah, if you intersect pipes, it causes issues.
I cannot find words. But it's. But yeah, you pretty much gotta connect all the pipes and not let the water catch up, otherwise you fail. Oh yes, and this was complete. So I like complete games. They just look nice on my shelf and they're pretty. So yay. Got this from the pawn shop, really good condition. Punch Out, never played before, but now I have it, so I can play it.
It's the non-Mike Tyson version. There's 2 versions of Punch Out.
That's right.
We have to get the Mike Tyson one next, but this one's the regular one. Really fun.
But I'm excited to have this. I don't realize this guy in the cover kind of looks like Arnold a little bit, like a crazed Arnold.
There's a crazed Arnold Schwarzenegger on the cover. We'll have to show you that.
Next game I got this from eBay for really cheap, and I wish I would have gotten it or double checked that it was a little bit cleaner because this version that I got is a little cruddy, but really like
plays
this game.
well though.
Yes, it does. Demon Sword, and I played a little bit of it, and I was like, it almost felt like Crouching Tiger and Dragon.
It's got like medieval American.
It's got like He-Man on the cover, and then it's like.
But it plays like
running through.
Yeah, you're like more ninja like.
Like
but it's awesome, and the music is great. Remember the music we were listening to? Because it's so addicting.
I can't think of the title scene, but it's really catchy music.
Mm-hmm.
The title screen had really awesome. I remember I was listening to it.
You were rocking out to it, yeah. Posted it online.
This game I had from my childhood, Spelunker. I forgot. I don't know if you guys are with me on this. I forgot that this game is a pain in the freaking ass. Like this character dies. Like he touches anything and he freaking dies. He jumps off the little moving platform thing and he freaking dies. It's so picky, and I was like, Jesus Christ. Like when I played this, I couldn't believe how hard it was, and I was like, whatever. But at least I have it in my collection again. It's a lot of fun.
It's a classic for us still.
I think there's a digital version.
Yeah, there's a bunch of new versions. I think there's like a 3DS one and stuff, so we'll have to try those too. But.
This I got because I got him a Boy and His Blob for Wii U. This is a Boy.
Originally, actually. Which was in one of our.
Sorry,
it was in one of our past videos, actually.
So this it's a Boy and His Blob. Trouble on Blobolonia.
Yeah, I never realized there's a.
I didn't realize that either. Played a little bit of it. I liked it, but the only thing is there's different colored jelly beans that you feed your blob, and they don't really tell you which ones do.
You kind of have to experiment.
Yeah, which is kind of fun.
It's always good to try it out on your own.
So I got to play a little bit more of it. I didn't honestly know when I was playing through it, like where I had to go first or what I had to do, but I was just kind of like walking around throwing jelly beans at my dude, and he was eating it and turning it into stuff. So I really like it. It's very charming. Batman, the video game.
Yes, the
for
classic
NES.
NES one.
Really, really awesome, and I very much liked it. I didn't actually get a chance to play it, but I've watched several video reviews on it, and I'm like, oh,
she was like,
awesome.
I want this game, and then we
the
saw it
music
at
looks
Pawn
cool,
Shop.
and it was super cheap, so I was like, yay, so now I have this in my collection. This game, I love the first one. This is Tetris 2. Plays a little bit differently, because instead of the pieces like moving, there's like certain pieces, like once it say it lands and then the pieces like break off.
Yeah, it's got a lot of the stick
weird,
and break stuff that I thought came later in Tetris games.
Yeah, that was my visual. But yeah, it plays a little bit differently than the first one, but it's not bad.
And it's got multiplayer.
It does have multiplayer, which that's always a good thing. So yeah, this was in really good shape. Also from the pawn shop. This last one,
I can't believe we didn't have this already.
Pawn shop purchase, not fully complete, but at least it's in good condition.
Yeah.
It was a good
Really
price.
good
Was
Super Mario 2.
So
They were
very,
gonna sing
very
the whole song like his lyrics.
make a song and dance number out of it. But very, very happy I have this in my collection. Would like to get it complete, but at least I have it now.
The original Mario 2. And I just beat it. I played the Game Boy Advance version of it this past year, so I just beat it. And now that I beat that, I'm like, I want the original. Okay, so the last thing is just other stuff besides games themselves.
Kind of a grab bag of different things, like toys, t-shirts.
Yes, speaking of t-shirts, we'll start with that. Megan got me this Pacman t-shirt for Christmas. It says nom 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 on it. So it's cool. It's got kind of like a faded look to it. So I was happy to get that. And then you want to show
Oh yeah, duh. Really cheap Best Buy for like $3 is this cool Wii U microphone.
There's only like one game that uses it, but
yeah,
it's $3.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't really know if I'm ever gonna use it, but we have it. And it was $3 and
sealed, so
you know, why not?
Yeah, $3. We're like, hey, who knows? Maybe some game that we'll use it will come out later, and we'll have the microphone. If not, we have a Wii U microphone.
Like another
complete.
Sweet Def Jam Superstar.
Yeah,
for
another
Wii U.
a new rap star. Those are good games. So, a couple other odds and ends. Megan got me some little tchotchkes and stuff for Christmas, including a awesome green Yoshi plushie that I've looked at a lot, and she remembered. So I finally got it. We have a pink one too, and now we have a pink and a green Yoshi. So I was really happy to get that. Some various odds and ends here. Candies with Fire Mario on it. We got the candy Pacman Ghost, and I've seen these. They have a Space Invaders one too. They're really cool little arcade machines with candy in it. So just some cool little extra stuff for stocking stuffers that Megan got.
I like this.
Those are really awesome.
I like the little ghost guy.
Yeah, the little ghost guy is awesome.
I love him.
I can't remember.
I can't even make that.
Actually, you don't even know which ghost this is because he's in the like, oh no, Pac-Man's gonna eat me mode.
Shit.
But yeah, the
oh
shit
mode.
face. And then Megan got me as a stocking stuffer some Super Mario duct tape. Actual, it's Duck brand duct tape, and it's cool to have more Ducktales. More Ducktales out of this. But yeah, it's cool. It's got Mario stuff on it, so I probably won't ever use it. But it's just weird that they made that. But I think they have a lot of novelty duct tape. So, and then she got me you've probably seen a lot of these in stores. They have the little like mystery bubble toys of like various stuff. We've gotten some Zelda ones in the past, and then this was a Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing one, and I got Amy Rose the Hedgehog, the newer Amy Rose, it looks like. But I think you pull it back and and it actually travels. So yeah, they're cool. Always like these little tchotchkes, so I've got that. And then our nieces, Michelle and Angelica, her wife, got us really cool thing for the game room door, and it is the Caution Extreme Gaming inside, which, you know us, you know it's true. So that's cool. We'll put that on our game room door. Thought that was a nice little thing for us to get, and nice little Christmas gift. And then this last thing I got is a book that I saw actually in another person's pickup video. I can't remember who it was. I think Air Force Shields. Check out his channel. He does some cool pickups videos. And he mentioned this, so I went online and it was $8, and then with shipping, or you just had to pay shipping also, on Amazon.com. And it's the 30th anniversary Capcom character encyclopedia. And it's really cool. It's got one-page descriptions of just characters from tons of classic and new Capcom franchises, and it's not, it doesn't go into too much detail because it's just an encyclopedia, but it tells what their first game was, their most recent game.
It's really cool for $8.
Yeah, cool artwork in it, official artwork, so it was awesome. Really glad to have that. It's hardcover, so hardcover for $8, can't beat that with a stick, so.
A couple things.
Glad we got that.
I don't know if you guys are sick of seeing these pop up in videos all the time. I know I'm not, because I'm obsessed with them. Well, let me start with this guy. I don't remember his name, and I can never.
And I got it for you loose, so
I just thought he looked cool, and he was one that I didn't have.
Yep. Pretty neat.
So he's pretty cool. The second guy I got was one of the variety or variant Skylanders figures, and this is Enchanted Hulu.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
The Enchanted ones all seem to have the same color scheme, right? Like they're
well,
both like a
legendary,
dark,
yeah,
or
like
legendary.
they're either like dark
right.
with like gold, or they're
so there's definitely a lot of gold
dark
trim,
with silver,
and again,
whatever.
it's a swap character from Swap Force. So.
Honestly, like the things with these like legendary or variant ones, like a lot of times I think the original ones look a little bit cooler, but
these
because,
are the rarer.
Or these are the rare, and harder to find down the
Mhm.
road. That's why I kind of have this like fascination for them.
So
But
this one lights
he's still
up, too,
pretty
huh?
cool.
Yeah.
I haven't tried him out.
It's
Yeah,
got clear segments
really
on it, so
does.
the light can come through when you put it on the portal. So
very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool. The last guy I got was this Jolly Bumble Blast, and I thought it was a Target exclusive, but I've seen it a couple other places. It was like exclusive for the holidays.
Yeah.
And he's pretty cool. I don't know if you can see. He's got like a candy cane. Like,
normally
gun
he's like a
thing.
bee, like a bee's nest beard, but
Yeah, but he's pretty cool. He's got the red and green, and he looks like
gave him
Santa
a
Claus
Santa
and
look.
stuff. So he's pretty cool. I'm very happy to add him to my collection of Skylanders.
couldn't go through the holidays without getting Megan a few.
Jolly Bumble
Or
Blast.
getting Megan a few Skylanders.
Jolly Bumble Blast is kind of
Jolly Bumble Blast, Jolly Bumble Blast.
It's a tongue twister for me. Next thing that I got.
There's a loose cat in here making noise.
If we are not experiencing technical difficulties, there's a loose wild animal.
And no, Mike, you can't take him.
No, not your kitties, Mike
Inside joke.
Saltzman.
Sorry,
This
can't
was
distract.
the next thing that I received for Christmas time, and this is a little plush Underman, and he is super adorable. And I used to actually be really scared of the Underman in Minecraft.
When she first played.
When I first played it, it was like, what the hell is that? And you're like running away from it, and it's like, oh my god, it's gonna like eat my babies or something. I don't know. It's scary. It's
thought that.
scary. It just stands there and it's like. But anyway, I grew to really love the Enderman characters, and he's so cute. He's just plushy, and he's
We got the
fun
little figure,
and-
if you remember last one.
Yes, yes.
Megan expressed her
And he found
fandoms.
a little plushie for me, so super excited to have this. I've been kind of carrying it around with me a lot.
Yeah, the people out in downtown Syracuse are like, what is that she's got? No, I'm just kidding.
It's like, you know how Linus has his blanket?
Yes.
This
This is her Linus blanket. It's her Linus Enderman.
Buddy. No, but he's very cool though. I'm very happy to have him. Last thing I have.
Yeah, we got.
is-
Oh, you have another thing?
I
down
do
there?
have another thing.
I forgot. So.
It's Christmas time.
Gee, I
December,
wonder what this is
so-
gonna be.
So, the last Skylanders related thing. It is a Skylanders alarm clock, which sadly, and I did already tell you in person, Cameron, but just so the viewers out there, it's supposed to light up, and it's an alarm clock. It's supposed to be a working alarm clock. Put the batteries in it. It still has yet to work. But I'm not ready to give it back because even if the alarm clock never works, the figure is badass
Really
and
cool.
very cool detail on it. I hope to get this thing to work because the portal
Well,
power is supposed to light
My
up.
nephew Cameron got it for her, and he said that when he got it, and he put it in his closet before wrapping it, it like went off in the middle of the night, and the lights were working then. Maybe that killed the batteries, but we put batteries in. It's still not
So-
working, but there's also 3 watch batteries we have to replace.
That
so
could be it
that
too.
could be the gel that holds it all together.
But I'm very, very happy to have this added to the collection. Like I said, even if I never use it as an alarm clock, it's pretty badass. It's very cool, and I'm very happy to have this, especially being a Skylander fanatic that I am.
It's just a cool little display.
Yeah,
podium
and it's
piece.
Spyro, and he's, even before the whole Skylander craze, he was like it was one of my favorite game series. I love dragons. I love Spyro, and he's purple, and he's a dragon, and he's so cute. So
Megan likes cute things.
I do. I'm a girl, yeah, I like cute things.
I like cute things too.
I'm
But
cute.
yes, I like Megan. So.
I'm tolerable. So that is it for my December pickups and little other extra things.
Yeah, I think that covers all of our gifts from everybody we got and what we got each other. There's two final things. Oh wait, no, one of them is a gift too. So but that'll be the last thing we show you, and we're gonna actually show you these separately from this typical viewing point because one of them's kind of big. But we'll show you those. So stay tuned. Okay, so we're back, and Megan, why don't you show off one of the really cool special things that we got in December?
Yes, in December, I decided to actually ask Best Buy. That's where we got this particular item. I actually saw this at quite a few stores. Decided to ask one of the employees at Best Buy, and I'm very happy I did because we now have this in our collection. This was definitely one of my favorite games of last year, and it's so awesome to have this little piece of memorabilia to have. I'll just show it kind of.
Yeah, you can see it. You lowered it a little more. Yeah, it's so cool.
You can, for the most part, it's in great shape. His legs are a little bent, but that's forgivable.
Yeah, for the most part, it's pretty much mint.
Yeah.
It's just those little bends, and you can't even notice them unless you go right up close.
It's intact. It has the back.
But really cool. I mean, these things, you know, they go up in price and stuff if you wanted to buy them.
Last time I checked, it was going between $60 and $100.
Yeah, so. But we're not gonna even sell them. That's what's funny. We just are
to
glad to have them in our game room.
So this is a very nice addition. Next thing we have to show you will almost as tall as I am. And then kind of to show it off real quick.
You can tell.
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yep, it's from Ocarina of Time 3D when it came out for the 3DS. They have these big displays. I think it was in GameStops. And this was just awesome. Thank you, Alex, for this gift because we're as big Zelda fans as you, and
like I said, the thing's almost
we love it. We actually, as you can tell, we've already put some of our Zelda figures on it.
Yes.
We have a couple plushies on there.
These are just like those little collectible figures that you get like the little bubbles.
Bubbles.
This was something these collection figures I got from eBay. Pretty cool. These we've been collecting little bubbles, and this was actually one of the last stocking stuffers that I got to complete that.
Funnily enough, we both got it for each other. Megan got one, and I got one for each other, so we have two now.
We have two.
But it completes the collection that you can tell up here. There's the two from Ocarina of Time 3D, the two from Skyward Sword, and then we had this full set of Phantom Hourglass ones, and I think two of them were in the set that had that these four were in, but because we already had them for the Phantom Hourglass set, we didn't get the doubles. But yeah, it's cool, and now everything we get Zelda related that we can, we'll put around this display. But you look, the artwork's great. It's got Link right there, front and center, 3D. He's got several layers of 3D with like his arm going behind his body and stuff. And then on the side, you can see some nice artwork of Zelda, Sheik, Epona, and I think the other side has some cool stuff as well. Yeah, Ganon and everything. So, oh my gosh, it's amazing.
It's a great addition.
It's definitely a big thing even in our game room too. So, Alex, I know he had a hard time finding it, and I can imagine because we definitely can put it in the corner here, but it's so immense and impressive that it's so very much appreciated, and we love it. It's something we are glad to have in our collection, and as big Zelda fans, we couldn't ask for better. So
thank you.
It's pretty cool.